The human mind is a tool, much like a living computer, a sacred instrument of thought, an ability to remember. It stores information and experience according to feelings' weight. Through our emotional responses, it records, interprets, relates, it calculates, labels, associates, analyzes, and decides. It judges, compares, remembers, and in duality it resides. These movements we call thoughts, and the mind is powerful indeed, a force within the human vessel that follows every planet's seed. It has two distinct purposes: survival first, and then manifestation, the shaping of the world again and again. And by manifestation, I don't mean creating something out of nothingness, for creation brings into form what's always been in consciousness. So I use manifesting and create it interchangeably, though in deeper truth their meanings are expressed differently. The human mind thinks and thinks without effort on our behalf, endlessly weaving thought after thought from the conditioning of our past. Thought after thought, they come and go, but I am deeper than what it knows. The mind's a tool, no longer home. I rest in peace. Each thought is formed and unformed, and each one weighs the same, mutual in itself, until belief gives it significance and a name. And when we believe a thought, we breathe life into its frame. We give it personal importance and then intensify its flame. So we literally feed thoughts emotion, energy, and motion, plus attention. By giving them our consciousness, we create the life with that intention. For we truly go where we focus, where awareness comes to rest, and what we consistently behold becomes what we express. Thought patterns are formed through the meaning and feeling we give, and those patterns become the blueprint by which our character lives. Like thoughts collect together into habits of reaction and design, and then dictate our behaviors through a patterning of mind. The unconscious thoughts take on a life that seems to act alone, a habitual cycle of repetition we mistake for being our own. More often than not, we become caught in the notion we are the thinker, as though the I were every passing thought instead of the conscious observer. When we say I think or I thought, we blindly believe that we're our thoughts and conceptualize beliefs. This is what is called the ego, the unconscious mind giving birth to an identity, being born when consciousness forgets that I am first. This happens when our consciousness is trapped inside the mind, and we lose ourselves to the roles that are confined. Because thoughts are fleeting, the ego will rise and inevitably die. For ego becomes whatever thought your consciousness chooses to identify. And so we create a cycle of birth and death, of sorrow and of pain, because we cling to temporary thought and call its movement our name. This attachment to the mind leaves us restless, weak and torn, chasing every desire, fleeing every fear as each one is born. Yet desires and fears are nothing more than transient thoughts in flight. Still we serve them as our masters and surrender them our light. But if you can't relate to this, then hear the greater news. You are not your thoughts, nor are you the thinker that they use. You are not what the mind tells you, nor the stories it repeats. You are the consciousness, the seer, the presence underneath. You are the observer of your thoughts, the being still and clear, the awareness beyond the realm of mind that is already here. Your mind is the thinker, not you. This is profound to see, a deeply evolving realization of the truth of I am in you and me. For while I'm mired in ego consciousness, I can't truly transform, cause the patterns of the mind are like a storm. I cannot reconstruct or recondition the thinking I have fed, nor use the mind to attract and create what I desire. Instead, it becomes my master rather than the tool it was designed to be. And I remain the servant of thought until awareness sets me free. But the moment I realize I am not the thinker in the storm, but the awareness seeing the mind in every shifting form, then I'm able to consciously focus, create and realign a thinking pattern where my world is my intentional design. I do this by placing attention on the thoughts that I choose to reconstruct my inner world, and therefore what I used to move. Because it is my thoughts that shape the reality that I see, and conscious focus puts the mind to work the way it's supposed to be. This is how I rise beyond the mind's conditioning, transcend and transform the previous programming. No longer lost in passing forms, nor bound by thoughts of fear. I stand as the silent witness, awake, aware, and always here.